everybody, General here. So, as you may be able to tell from this announcement, this video is talking about the update that's coming on August the 17th. Now, for those of you that are not familiar, this is an update that was announced in the forums about a week ago, and it's raised quite a lot of toxicity levels in the forums, leading to the actual announcement thread itself being locked. So that's cheerful. Now you can still view the thread and read about the update, you just won't be able to respond unless you open up another thread, right? So for the first part of it, I'm just gonna address the Mine Wars players. You know, sorry, this sucks, obviously, right? Now obviously I'm not like, an owner of the server or whatever, right? So I don't even know what the hell is going on or why it was delayed again. What I do know is, being super rageful at the owners, even if you think it's justified, is not going to do anything productive. Just, if you have a problem, state it, try to, handle this more diplomatically, I guess. Because then, staff or owners are just going to continue muting threads or locking them, right? I mean, you gotta remember, this is the owner's server. They know what's best for it. They're trying to do what's best for the server overall, right? So I'm not even gonna try to, find a reason about, why it was delayed again, and I'm well aware it's been delayed for, 2 years? But just know that the update will come eventually, right? I'm a trial builder. I've seen the big plans, right? There's a lot of stuff that they have been working on, and they probably just need more time, I guess. That's one thing I'm gonna go ahead and say with complete uncertainty. And also, if you guys have been noticing, my little video clip here is lagging horrifically. Like, I am bouncing back and forth across the map. It is so bad. My internet is horrible. So I'm kind of hoping the audio comes out okay, because, oh my god. Anyway, so that's really all I got. That's my kind of rambling sympathy for the Mine Wars players. So let's move on to the seasons, right? Now, if you're interested in actually competing in the seasons, it's basically a 3-month competition that's going to start on the day of the update, once again, August 17th, and last for about 3 months. And you'll get points and possibly win various amounts of prizes, including IRL, PayPal money, etc., etc. I'm not going to bore you all by reading all of the listings like, hey, this is what does this. If you want to check it out, it's once again in the announcement that I will post in the description. So, now that we've got past the Mine Wars and the seasons part, let's look at what they did for the combat, right? Because there's a whole lot of things they did that's been getting some confusion thrown at it. What happened there? I'm just gonna and things like I saw a couple threads that are like, oh my god, pain spam, it's returning. No, it's still gonna have this this delay here. See how it says it's not where, okay, that was weird. See how it's got a timer on it? Right, and every time I move it says healing cancelled. All that they're doing is making it so that I can run and still heal, right? The timer is still there. It's still going to have a delay between uses, so spamming is not coming back, at least not in this update. So please stop freaking about that on the forums. It's kind of wasting, not space, but I guess cyberspace. Puns? Get 'em, coach? Anyway. And also another interesting thing that's happening that they're doing for PvP is right now legendary guns. If this walker, wow, if this walker had somehow killed me, this gun would have despawned because it's a legendary pistol, right? However, after the update, all legendary guns and basically everything at that point is going to drop, much like Jug does, much like Riot does, or anything else, including a can of beans. I mean, literally everything you're wearing will drop. And it's actually kind of a win-win situation, because for the, experienced players that get killed by the noob, now they have the option to run after said noob and try to get their stuff back. you know, and if a new player, or any player frankly, happens to nail someone with a bunch of jug and legendary weapons, they get to keep them. It's really just a win-win situation. Now, of course, if you're a new player and you somehow kill someone with a bunch of good stuff, you better start running, because they'll probably come after you. Uh, Now, the interesting thing that they're doing with this update, and it's got everybody's knickers in a twist, is the reset, right? So, yes, we're all gonna be losing a lot of good stuff, right? I mean, I'm not a big fan that I'm gonna be losing a lot of my jug, all of my money, etc., etc. But they are doing something interesting. And it's kind of a meet in the middle sort of thing. So I kind of got a hand on that. And it's that you can save only the standard vault. So whatever you put in the standard vault will be safe. Like, the update will not erase whatever you put in the standard vault, right? Now, it doesn't mean, it doesn't matter if you have an extra vaults or any of the other vaults, only what you can fit in the standard vault. And an interesting thing I noted is it's kind of a nod at the various ranks of the server, right? So a default player is only going to be able to save the top three rows here, right? VIP will save 4, Champion 5, and Legend or higher will save all 6, right? On top of that, all the stats that you have, so those walker kills, which I'm happy about, and player kills and deaths, are going to stay. You get to keep all of your stats. Now, you might notice in the chat there it said money resets equal bad. That's because Slycopper, hold on, let's actually look at him. So that Slycopper is kind of the capitalist of the server. He's got, what is that? Is that? No way. 1, 2. Jeez, dude. $101 million on the server. The sad part is no infinite. That's actually kind of depressing. All of that money will be reset down to 0. So I think he's just kind of accepted that. And that's just kind of well, that kind of sucks. Now, another thing they're doing for the legendary weapons is they're gonna make it so then they no longer stack. Right, so you see how here I got stacks of 32, why not? Let's make them 4 stacks of, almost 4 stacks of golden deagles, because that's on 63, right? What's going to happen is you can put your golden weapons and such inside the vault, but all of the stacks, quote unquote, that are over 1 gun are going to be lowered down to 1 gun, right? So for example, these 4 stacks of 60 guns plus that I put here in this inventory are going to be all knocked down to 1. So I'm only going to have 4 Desert Eagles if I do this. But if I were to like put them in half and just kind of do this, or even do that, then I would save 9 Golden Deagles, right? Because all of these would be knocked down to 1, even if you only put 1 in there. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because this isn't a conversation. Anyway, however, things like barricades, flares, cars, motorcycles, and barbed wire, that sort of thing, they will all still be able to stack. You can keep them. They're all good. Hence why I'm too lazy to count this. That many barricades just chilling in my inventory right now. So, before everyone, starts freaking out, just note that the owners actually are trying to kind of meet the server into the middle. We all knew a reset was going to have to come eventually. I guess many of us hoped it just wouldn't be so soon. Well, relatively soon. You know what I'm saying. And just try to think about the good stuff that's happening, right? So yeah, there's a reset. Yeah, we're losing a lot of stuff, but they've committed to bi-weekly updates. That means every other week, for those of you that don't know bi-weekly, blah, blah, blah. Hell Knight is going to be updated, so then it's actually playable, right? That's going to be happy for those people that just kind of sit in Hell Knight 1 or like, please join. And lastly, another interesting thing I almost forgot to mention is that all of the servers, TMD 1, 2, 3, and 4, are going to be kind of condensed, right? Now, TMD 1 and 2 are going to be combined into TMD PvP, which means it's going to be one PvP server, and TMD 3 and 4 is going to be converted into TMD PvE, right? So just two servers. One of them is going to be PvP, the other one's going to be PvE. I spent way too long on that point. TMD Classic is not going to be affected by this update, so don't even worry about that. And wow, I almost forgot, bags. Now, it said in the forums post that backpacks were going to be removed, right? Removed from the game and not be able to be found in loot. I ended up messaging an owner during the day when he was like super responsive and saying like, you know, because everybody was messaging questions, so he actually took the time to join Discord. Major kudos to him, and answer a bunch of questions. One of the questions I had was, hey, does backpack mean just the backpack like these things, or backpack like all backpacks? And his answer was all backpacks, you know, duffel bags, pouches, everything's going to be removed, not findable. And I think this is to add an element of realism to the server, right? Because the extra space in the inventory is sort of like you're already wearing a backpack, so it's like you can't just lug around like 1,000 slots of space anymore. So that's really cool. So just look at the good, don't focus on the bad, and let's all see what the server comes out with next, huh? This is going to be General, signing off.